Welcome to next session of this energy audit and management chapter. Now first we should know the energy yield ratio. What is the energy yield ratio? Energy yield ratio equal to energy received from raw energy source divided by energy spent to obtain raw energy source. So now it comes after earlier sessions the how energy cost control will be conducted by energy audit team. Now we have select the shop floor. Now first they will collect last 3 months electric bill that is tariff, then individual operation of the machines, individual operations of the machine, each and every machines. That means for what they are producing, how much they are producing. From logbook they will say, from logbook of the machine, they will see time of operation, time of actual operation of the machine. And from there they will find idle time of the machine. Now comes that if, say one example, if one big machine is up there with 50 kilowatt motor to operate these machines, if one big machines to operate 50 kilowatt motor, 50 kilowatt induction motor, say to run a big machine, and from there they will perform the machining operation from lower size to higher size. That means if one small nut bolt is also there to make the thread, they will operate these machines, and for big shaft they will also use these machines. Now from there they will first deduct the small operation job, because this is 50 kilowatt motor is only made for big operation job, big size operation job. So small operation job they will clear out from this part, and for that their option for small machines opted for option for small machines for small job. So that means we can reduce the energy cost by choosing the actual machine. For big machine, okay, this 50 kilowatt motor is there for big size job. For small size job, only small machines are available in the market, but at the first time installation cost or purchase cost will be there, but after running 3 to 4 years, after running 3 years, they will overcome the cost of this installation cost and purchasing cost, and after that they will start to give the profit, because energy saving of energy bill or tariff profit will comes out from these machines. So this is one of the way how to eliminate the jobs, to eliminate the different types of jobs. That means conclusion is that eliminate the different type of job. Then the different type of job. Earlier we have seen that one big machines are there with 50 kilowatt motor, and from these machines with the change of gearbox and belt driving systems, they will take out the jobs from lower size to higher side. But for lower size jobs, this 50 kilowatt motor, operate 50 kilowatt motor is not a good sign. So we can now eliminate the different type of job by eliminating the different machines. So first time the cost of the purchase of new machines may be there, but after 3 years or 2 years operation of these machines, they will get profit after 3 or 5 years. Now second part is there. In energy bill, there are in industrial energy bill, not for domestic. There are in tariff, there are different type of tariffs. Or in that tariff, in energy bill, tariff for industrial bill, industrial consumer, that is bulk consumer, industrial consumer, the bulk consumer. One part is the maximum demand. Second part is power factor. Consider power factor. This is the main two part, other than the kilowatt hour consumption, kilowatt hour consumption. This is only applicable for industrial consumer, not for domestic consumer. Domestic consumer only kWh consumption is required, but they will charge for this kWh consumption. But in industry, the power supply company, they charge for kWh consumption as well as charge for maximum demand and power factor. Now what is maximum demand, what is power factor? If maximum demand in a month, say in a month for one time it is increase, one time increase of the maximum demand, increase of maximum demand in a month from the permissible contact demand. Now what is contact demand? In industry, at the time of taking power from electricity supply company, they will give the total maximum demand. Total maximum demand means at a time in a day, the maximum demand cannot increase up to more than this maximum demand. So if 750 kV, say 750 kVA is the maximum demand, that means in all of the months, maximum demand cannot increase for a single second or for a single minute in any day from 750 kVA. If this maximum demand increase from 750 kVA, then they will charge. That means they will charge penalty. Penalty means some penalty is fixed by the supply company, and we have to provide this maximum demand penalty. Now what is the power factor? Power factor, there are two types are there. One is that if power factor, say if we increase 0.9, and if you increase the power factor in your industry more than 0.9, they will give, the power supply company give some incentive. But if the demand is less, power factor is less than 0.9, it is fixed. If it is fixed, it's 0.9, or somewhere it is 0.85. Then if it is decreased, that means decrease from 0.9, then penalty will be there. You have to provide penalty for the less power factor. Now how we improve these two? How we save these two from tariff bill? First come maximum demand. Maximum demand means in industry total installed capacity cannot run at a time, because there is some systems are there that one by one the machine will start, and some software is producing with this machine, other software is producing with other machines. So at a time the maximum demand cannot increase. If it is 750 kVA fixed, then we have to check the maximum demand cannot increase from 750 kVA in a month or in a day, in a second. So how you control this one? So to start the induction motor, it will take approximately 75 times current, 75 times current, 75 times current, 75 times current, 7.5 times current. That means if we 750 kVA maximum demand is fixed, so if we use a start delta starter to start the machine, then in star conditions it will take 7.5 times current. So we cannot start number of machines with the help of start delta starter at a time. So sequence will be maintained. That means sequence will be maintained. How we can maintain the sequence? Say if we run number of conveyors in industries, so conveyor will start by start delta starter, that means one by one at a time. So that means there is control is there. Control means one motor will start for one conveyor until unless the one conveyor will start and comes from start to delta, then second motor will start, and in this way sequentially you control. That means inter-control systems are there to control the maximum demand, because 75 times current will take at the time of starting by start delta starter. One is this part. Second, at the time of load shedding or some power shutdown, total machine, if pumping operation are there, or total machine will be stopped. But one protective system, the interlocking system will be there. Interlocking system means that if power comes, no motor will start automatically. Because if all the machine or pump or conveyor, whatever means the machines, they will start at a time, they will start, then maximum demand will be punishable and penalty will be provided. So that's why internal system is that. That means when power again comes, then the motor will start one by one as a sequence as earlier they are already fitted. So we have to take consider about this to reduce the maximum demand cost, when a penalty from maximum demand cost. If we control the penalty, that means power cost will be less. Second come power factor. Now what is power factor? Power factor means we know cos phi is equal to R by Z, resistance by impedance. Now this cos phi is say good power factor. Power factor can be achieved up to 0.99. So good power factor, you can say 0.9 is good power factor. 0.9. Power factor 0.9 is good. But we can increase this power factor, or it can be decreased if we total system or inductive load. That means if inductive load is there, generally all are inductive load. Induction motors maximum 80% are used in industry, so inductive load is there, and all lighting load are also inductive load goes there. So generally power factor will be reduced due to inductive load. Then we have to control this power factor to improve the power factor up to 0.85 to 0.9 as contact with power system, energy supply corporation. 0.85 to 0.9 is good one. Now if we run all inductive load, that means induction motor or lighting load, then power factor reduce automatically, and if it is less than 0.9, then it will be this that means it's less than 0.8, less than 0.8, then the tariff will be increased. They will charge penalty. One thing also there, if we improve this by zero point 0.9 and more than 0.9, then electric supply company also give incentive for this. Without taking penalty, they will give incentive. Because if we improve the power factor, then we will reduce the penalty first for due to power factor, as well as we earn some money by incentive, taking incentive for power supply company. So this is the 2 points also there to control the energy. One more thing is there. For reducing this, for increasing power factor, we have different systems are there. That means capacitor bank, we can use capacitor banks of different type as per calculations. Then synchronous motor, if we run synchronous motor, then power factor will improve automatically. But if we cannot afford this one, then we can control power factor in some other ways. What is this way? This way is this. I am giving idea for this. If we select the motor, that means now comes selection of motors. Now comes selection of motor. Selection motors means if 30 HP is needed, so we have to provide 30 HP. Because less than 30 we cannot take the torque or cannot run the machine. So 30 HP must needed. And if we use more than 30 HP, then it will work. But the cost of energy will be more. But below 30 HP cannot operate this machine, so it cannot be provided. But if 30 HP motor is not available at present, then you can use 40 HP. But after 2 or 3 days, we have to provide the actual HP motor, 30 HP motor. And if we run this 30 HP motor is continuous rating motor, it is continuous rating motor. If it is continuous rating motor, then we can run this machine continuously with 30 HP motor, and in that case, power factor will not decrease. If power factor will not decrease means, that means power factor improvement is there in one way, because power factor cannot decrease, then it will be in same. Then it will be continuous rating motor if we provide. So selection of motor is one of the most important parts to save the energy cost. Now, welcome in next sessions. Now I conclude this energy audit, how to conduct, that is in conclusion. In conclusion, we have seen earlier that the main tariff cost can be controlled, and what are the types are there I have already told you. Now next part is the feedback. What is the feedback system? Now in a month we have seen the last 3 months bill. Now after 1 month we have concluded the systems that we have taken all take cares, selection of motor, selection of machines, operation of machines, logbook, everything we have considered, and we have given some suggestions to the shop floor in charge. And after 1 month we will see, if any reduction of power bill, if power bill is reduced without hampering the productions, that means without hampering production means without stoppage of machines. In earlier months we have run a machine for say 100 hours, and in this month also it is 100 hours, same operation. Then what is the energy bill? If it is less than previous month, that means we have succeed in some way, because we have to reduce. Now we are after getting feedback, that means after getting feedback from shop floor, and after getting feedback, those visible. Now in conclusion part, we see the last month bill and the present month bill. If some reduction is there, that means we have succeeded to some extent. And accordingly, continuously 3 months at a stage. 3 months we will see the power bill. 3 months at a stage. We will see the power bill. See the power bill. That means if reduction is there accordingly and it is beneficial to the industry as a control of energy cost in that software, then we will take the other software and accordingly one by one we will conduct all this software within a year as per contact. Now if we see that no, this is the no reduction of power bill, then we will see why this is not deducted, why it is not reduced. It may be the kilowatt hour consumption, it is say in last month 7 rupees per kilowatt hour industrial consumption. Now in this month it is 8 rupees, then automatically the power will increase. Then in that case we have to say what is the last month consumption in kilowatt hour and present month consumption, last month consumption and present month consumption. If it is less than last month consumption in kilowatt hour, then we will succeed also, because kilowatt hour range is maximum from 7 to 8, in this month it is 8, then total cost will be increased. But as the whole kilowatt hour reduced, that means if kilowatt hour reduced, that we have continuously we take the feedback for advance 3 months and accordingly we will give a conclusion that this system is alright, we can follow this system. Otherwise, if require after getting feedback, we will adjust some portion, adjust accordingly. Where we can control any more, then we will justify, and after 3 months we will see that this is a reduce of energy bill, so we can go to the next shop. Accordingly, all the total shops that the industry will cover by energy audit management system. And this is the main function of energy audit and management. Audit means you can audit, and management means how can we control the bill. This is the energy audit, we will conduct energy audit, and management means how we control the total cost, and we have to control the total cost, because to make a company sustainable or profitable, then we have to reduce the cost of manufacturing cost. Other than the raw material cost and labor cost, the one cost is main factor cost is power bill. So you can control this power bill by energy audit system. Okay, thank you.